Jiren.
Buff Jiren, buff Krillin first.
Krillin's getting a buff. He's getting a beam assist.
Yeah, okay. Krillin's already B tier with that.
With just the beam assist.
Just beam
you move that
assist right
character
now.
up. Yeah,
Krillin's
absolutely.
already B tier. Like a couple other changes, and he might become like top 5 best corner pressure setups. As it looks like we've got Mangaka and Coffee Prince heading up next. As Mangaka has a bit of a uphill battle in order to get himself back into winner's bracket, to get the salty run back against Poets.
This must be a button check.
Got it. Oh, nothing. No button checks today. We're going straight into the match. Both of them have very defensive starters, but Mangaka spends both of his assists in order to get the first tap on the Coffee Prince and begins the Goku Blue snapback train. I really like the dash up moment right there in order to, not only does it allow throw protection on Dragon Rush to wear off, but it also scares them and conditions them to like respect your dash ups.
Testing 1, 2, 3, just double checking. This is Aqua's, or just Spikes. Sorry about that.
Spikes is in the commentator's seat while Teddy ran off to get a quick restroom break.
Yes, that's right. So let's get back to the match here, Tabby. What do you think about this matchup between Mangaka and Coffee Prince?
Coffee Prince is the best player out of Colorado Springs, and although he's fundamentally Colorado, he drives out far enough. We don't actually get a chance to play him all that often.
That is very true, but whenever we do get the chance to play him, he is a force to be reckoned with.
Like
100%.
right there, it looked like he did the
nice tech.
empty jump low. Mangaka was able to block it.
Yeah, Coffee Prince didn't have any assists, so that 6M was just pure damage at that point.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, no teching there.
Like Mangaka looked like he had full control of the game for a while, but Blue Goku has just been run back this entire time.
Yeah,
I like the double instant air dash overhead.
I agree, and this is one knocked out Blue Goku, and he is going down now. Mangaka is in a bit of a pickle here. Now he only has 2 characters as opposed to Coffee Prince's 3. No Spark though.
No, both of them have Spark still.
No one uses
He's
Spark,
down meter, but fundamentally, Bardock and Blondie is still a team.
Oh, 100%.
You know what? Just Bardock's square button is still a team. Spikes is stepping out as Teddy has returned from the great land next door. As with a traditional Bardock pickup of, I'm just going to run at you and hit square. He throws Coffee Prince in the corner for level 3 Oki, and after a beam assist and a short block string, he staggers into Dragon Rush and gets rid of Coffee Prince's Vegeta assist. Now Coffee Prince is lacking like a full screen assist with air properties, so Mangaka can play a much more like just jump back air game.
What is this Coffee Prince team? This is very different from everything we've seen him play so far today. And I'm wondering why he decided to bring it out in top 6.
So I'm curious why he didn't bring this team out earlier. He might be experimenting. Like maybe that now he's in the money, he can just like practice his new team against good people. But Super Broly plays kind of similarly to Android 16. He is an armored grappler with good anti-air abilities.
Well, he's a better Android 16, right?
Because of the sheer nerfs that the terror that was patch 1 up day 1 Android 16. Android 16's gotten so many nerfs that he's no longer near as strong as characters he used to be. He's still threatening because armored grappler is a concept. But Super Broly, I feel like, might be a better long-term choice. Long-term as we're talking about the Season 3 patch. I like the fake out cross-uncross from Coffee Prince there as his level 3 Oki. However, Mangaka is just too patient and 2 H's on the way down.
That kind of thing isn't going to work him against Mangaka. I'm really surprised to see Coffee Prince break out an experimental team against such a strong player like Mangaka.
Yeah, Mangaka's got amazing defense, and he knows this Yamcha matchup. Like, he knows the watch one for EX Wolfang Fist. He knows, like, that Ruka's not over yet. I'm going to wait for it. Boom. Like, I feel like Mangaka has a massive knowledge lead in this matchup right now. I feel like he knows it. And Coffee Prince doing his traditional return to character select. This is one of the reasons I love watching Coffee Prince.
I love that Coffee Prince plays a lot of different characters. I do. But I don't think that was the right choice. We're going to see him go back to something much more traditional for himself here.
Taking a moment to think about it out. When you have enough characters, it does become a hard decision to make.
As someone who plays too many characters, I relate.
Look,
I want to see him break out something more traditional.
I play 4.5 characters, and I have a hard time figuring out who the third spot on the team should be. Oh, he's like Come on.
He's thinking
Give
about
us
it. He's thinking
Ginyu.
about
Give us Ginyu.
At
You
this
know you
rate,
want to.
Ginyu has worked out better than 18. I'd
And
like to
I
see
don't
Ginyu.
think I've. Mangaka is a very technical labbing player, but he needs to have seen a situation and practice against it in order to get good results against it in most situations. He's got a bit of a hard time freestyling. One of the reasons why Mangaka is so solid is he just practiced insane amounts. Like, if you've ever watched his streams, he sets up incredibly specific situations, like a falling jump medium in a specific super dash block situation.
Mangaka is an absolute lab monster. He spends so much time fine-tuning and figuring out exactly what he needs to do in those specific situations.
But
whether or not he's done that against Ginyu, we're going to find out.
I haven't seen him lab against Ginyu, and although he knows it's in Coffee Prince's back pocket, it only ever comes out in like one game against Coffee Prince. So I don't think he's actually done enough labbing against Ginyu to know what to do.
I guess we're going to find out right here.
Ooh. I think he was going for his traditional 5M start, and that Ginyu actually beat it somehow. It goes like a safe jump, expecting the Ginyu assist in order to get the coverage right there, and cross up. They're exchanging pressure back and forth. Dash up with a low to pick up Mangaka.
See him call Ginyu Force here, but he's going to get called out with the super dash. You can never call a Ginyu Force member in neutral like that. You're going to get super dash every time.
Yeah, it's got too much. It's got way too much startup animation lag on it, and Mangaka is getting really, really good at teching Dragon Rushes this tournament.
Great 2H there. We're going to see level 3? No.
I like that, using the beam in order to try and hide the Dragon Rush flash, but you're not going to get out of Mangaka. He's got that tech just down to a science. Swap in the new character, have to change very quickly to grappler mindset.
Big damage. What's the Yoki here? He's in the corner.
Yoki is
Good
wait for
spark
it
out.
low.
Armors through the lariat.
It goes for a reset low, but it actually hits too early and whiffs, so Mangaka gets the 2H. Oh, that's a hard call
there.
out. That is a really risky 50-50 call out at best. And it pays off with Android 16 having no other hit points left.
Potentially Coffee Prince's strongest character. And now you're left with a shell of Ginyu Vegeta, and Vegeta's good, but...
But you need someone who protects Ginyu when he's setting up stuff in neutral, and you can super dash for Vegeta. You can't do it consistently if you can block, but you know you can't block when you're doing call-outs. You gotta cross up low, opens up Coffee Prince.
And Coffee Prince has Spark, he has a meter advantage, but he's down 3 characters. And unless he gets something optimal, Goku Blue's gonna need more than 2 hits.
Especially off of that scaled starter that we just saw here. Heavily scaled. He's probably going to need 2 hits and to save all of his meter for. He probably can't vanish that much if he wants to get a 2-hit game. Whoa!
Instant transmission. Great punish on the 2H there.
Instant transmission
and we're
to
going
get
into
out
loops.
of it. We got loops.
Send him up. And you know we're about to see Goku Blue level 3 here.
Ooh,
he drops the Dragon Rush.
Dropped this Dragon Rush. I was a little bit worried about hit stun decay, but he got light into 2H, so it was fun. Looked okay.
He was really trying to keep it optimal there. I would have liked to see him keep it simple. He had the meter advantage. He has the character advantage.
Yeah,
Put him in a position where Coffee Prince has to make a hard guess.
Especially when he didn't have Sparking able to save him.
Level 3.
Level 3. And Coffee Prince is out of Sparking. He's only got 1 touch left, even on a cross-scheme green scaled starter. And that meter's not going to help him too much. High-low. He was expecting like a re-jump right there. As we have a good game.
Very solid play from Mangaka. I think Coffee Prince shot himself in the foot picking that weird team in the first round. He has a team that he plays, and he plays a variation of it, but he played a very different variation that we haven't really seen all tournament, and I don't think it worked out for him in the long run.
I don't think so. I think he needed a bit more practice on that Super Broly, but that Super Broly might actually be like a really good choice for him if we were staying longer on the Season 2 patch.
Long-term, possibly.
Long-term, but long-term means very different things when we've got a Season 3 patch like coming up any day now.